Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaytana wa farrajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil Islam wa lakal hamdu bil Iman wa lakal hamdu bil Quran. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم إنا نسألك علما نافعا وعملا متقبلا ورزقا طيبا اللهم ثبتنا عند الموت بلا إله إلا الله آمين يا رب العالمين ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير اللهم اجعل عملنا كله صالحا واجعله لوجهك خالصا ولا تجعل لأحد فيه شيئا. So different kinds of fa we were talking about last class, and we are going to continue on that. So let's see, and this is just a small review. Let's see how much we have understand. So types of fa, right? We learn ataf, tartib, taqib, istinafiya, taliliya, and fasiha. We talked about them, right? Last class. So now let's match them. Faul ataf. The first one in the first column over here is faul ataf.
It matches with number 3.
And then we have fa that gives a reason or a cause. Right?
Ta'liliya. Ta'liliya.
Yes, that would be ta'liliya. Fa that shows two actions happen back to back with no delay. Which one?
Taqib. Taqib, number 3.
Yeah, so that is taqib. And it has like it is happening, the second action is happening immediately without any delay, right? Then the third one is fa that joins two words or phrases like and. Which one?
Same atbi, right?
That's ataf, right? So this is ataf.
Ataf.
So this is the third one. And then fa tartib, we already which one is fa tartib here? Okay. Number 4 was for that begins a new sentence not related to grammar of the previous one. Which one is it?
Istinafiya.
This is istinafiya. Number 5, fa that shows order but without showing the time gap.
Tartib.
That is
No,
that is tartib.
Tartib.
That is tartib. So it is going to be the incidents are going to be in order, but they are not talking about the time, right? So time is not like it's not like they are happening in the same order or like they are happening immediately, like we saw in that taqib one. In taqib, the things are happening back to back. But this is not the case with the tartib. Rather, it is a chronological order. It's a natural sequence that things are happening. Right? So you see the difference, right?
So no time.
Yeah. So time is like we do not know the time that it is happening immediately or very late.
We do not know the time.
Yeah. So time is not any issue over here, right? That time things are happening immediately. That would be
first step.
यानी पुष्पन जो टाइम गैप नहीं, इसका मतलब एक एक्शन होने के बाद दूसरा एक्शन होगा, लेकिन कितना टाइम गैप ये मेंशन नहीं होगा.
Yeah, exactly. We do not know. It was a 1 day or 1 month or 1 year, right? So we do not know how long, how much time is taken from one incident to the second one.
So
Basically,
there's a difference with the Archivia, right? The Archivia with no delay, back to back.
yeah.
Okay.
Taqib is back to back.
Mm-hmm.
That is immediately, but Tartib is not.
Tartib is not, okay.
Yeah. And then last one, fa, that reveals something understood but not mentioned.
Fasiha.
Fasiha.
That's why you're gonna call it fa of eloquence, right? So this is very eloquent fa.
Eloquence.
Why we are calling it eloquent? Because just one letter fa is letting us use less words, right? So we are not, the whole sentence in between is missing. Not missing, rather it is so much understood that they just made it mahzoof, right?
Mhm.
So fa fasiha is should not be a problem. We can easily spot it, because
Yeah.
when you will see, okay, you are given some command, right? And then right after you see the result, so you know, obviously he has commanded it, he has did something, and then the result happened, right? Yeah, in the always remember one example for each of them. And for fasiha, you guys can remember the example of Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. Why is this taska Musa liqawmihi fanid rib akal hajr fanfajarat, right? So it didn't say that he hit it and then fanfajarat happened, right? So the whole thing is missing, and that is fa fasiha.
So Usada, here say for example, number one, fa, that gives the reason. Here is actually talking about the reason of statement or action after the fa, right?
Fasiha?
No, the one, like for example, the one fa, number one, fa, that gives a reason or cause. So the statement or action that the one come after the fa, that is the reason
of the
previous
that's
statement.
the reason of the first action.
Okay.
That's why we are calling it fa taliliya, because this fa is giving a talil. Talil means reasoning.
I mean, in fact, is not the fa, the statement after the fa, right? Or action after the fa, right? Is the reason.
Like example?
We will see it.
Okay.
So let's revise one more time. So what is the example of fa ataf? We can see in Quran Pak, it says, وَإِذْ قُلْنَا دُخُلُوا هَذِهِ الْقَرْيَةَ فَكُلُوا مِنْهَا حَيْثُ شِئْتُمْ رَغَدًا. So when we commanded them that you guys enter هَذِهِ الْقَرْيَةَ, in this Qarya, in this city, right? So this is talking about Bani Israel, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded them to enter the city, right? Enter the city, and then fakulu minha haythu shi'tum ragadan. So then in that city, just eat freely. Wherever you go, whatever you find, you can eat it. No restriction for you guys, right? So this example, the fakulu, now if we want to think, we can think that way. Okay, you enter this city, and then as a result you eat whatever or wherever you want to eat from, right? Basically it's a way of thinking, how you are thinking it, right? But since our level is not that high, right? So we cannot figure it out easily, that if it is fa taliliya or something else. So that's why we need a help from Arab books.
Arab books.
And not only one Arab book, because one Arab book can say something different and other can say something different. Because we know that's why Quran is a miracle, because we can interpret the way we want, right? So, but and different scholars, since they had some levels, right? And they like think and ponder on the ayat in a different way. And these are not like I should say, like, they are not going to contradict with the any command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rather, when we have these kind of like differences, basically they are enhancing the meaning. One way I can look in this way, and I can also look in other way as well, right? So that is basically increasing the beauty of Quran, right? When it comes to a command or anything, then scholars who have worked on that, they know their limits, right? So they are not budging with any commands or anything, right? But when they know how to how different angles can beautify the ayah, they did it. They ponder over it because they had knowledge. But unfortunately, we are not there yet, right? And we don't know if we would be able to get any level, right? Because we are very basic here. So again, we are going to always consult the book, the Arab books.
Okay.
And we can consult a couple of them and see what most of the Arab books are saying, and we can go accordingly. So over here, this is fa'ataf, they are saying. So fakulu minha haysu shitum, and that's why in that translation we see and. Right? So that means they are taking it as a ataf. Then another example is summum bukmun umyun fahum la yarjiun. Right? Over here again, I can think, since they are acting like a sum book and right? So as a result, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying they are not going to return at all.
Yeah, right? Maybe that's why the reason, that's why they are not going to.
Exactly, right? So again, this far, if we see Arab book, they are saying this is a tough. Okay. Okay, and then next, the second one is fa litartib. And tartib, we know, order, right? It could be the natural sequence, or it could be chronological order. So the good example we are going to memorize or remember is summa amatahu fa akbara. Right? And that is very obvious example and very easy to remember. So the natural sequence is that when somebody die, right, then
natural sequence.
Yes. So then khabar came in picture, right? So summa amatahu fa akbara. Then another good example is alladhi khalaqaka fasawwaka fa'adalak. Right? So he created, right? And then he proportioned it, and then he balanced you.
The chronological order, I believe.
Yeah. Right? So that is example of the tape.
So here is Jamni wa Zikri wa Mani.
Yes, basically it is saying that this sequence could mean either chronological order or a natural sequence. Zamni, zamana, time, right? So the tip could be with the time, or the tip could be like any order, right? So both can be included in the tip.
So sister, देत आया दिन सुम्मा मिन नुतफतिन मिन अलकतिन, वो है वो भी तरतील हुआ।
वो भी तरतीब ही, या that would be tartib as well because it is also a chronological order, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we have fa litaqib or faul akiba, right? And we saw that two incidents are happening back to back, right? So immediately after the first action, second action is following it. So because akib means the one who follows, right? Akib. Or even we say in Urdu, ta'aqub, someone is doing my ta'aqub, right? Someone is chasing me, someone is coming behind me. So same idea, same root letters, right? So one action is following the other action, the second action. And they are happening back to back immediately. So faraga ila ahlihi faja'a bi ijlin samin. So this is Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, right? So he went to, even this fa is also ataf. So faraga ila ahlihi, it could be istinafiya. We don't know what is before it. So ataf or istinafiya. And the root letter is this ra, hamza and ra. Raghubat, right? Ra, I think ra, ra.
रगबत नहीं रगबत का रगबत नहीं है, रगबत का राग है, बारह
Raghaba, oh yeah, that has ba in it, yeah. So I don't know what is the last root letter.
Maybe it is Ajbab. Ajbab, because Alif is never a
yeah,
root letter.
it could be, yeah, it could be Ravaga or Ayaga.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Faraga ila ahlihi, so he went to his family, right? Faja abijlin samin, right? So, and then obviously now over here, again we can think, okay, faraga ila ahlihi, and obviously he has provided his wife with that goat, right? But did that mention over here?
Hiding.
It's not mentioned over here, right?
Yeah, time is not mentioned.
Not time, I'm talking about even the goat.
Oh, yeah.
Right? He didn't mention that, okay, he gave the goat to the wife and she cooked. Everything is mahzoof over here.
Yeah, there needs to be fasiha. There is going to be fasiha.
And then we can think, oh, this is for fasiha. Right? So that's why we need, it will take time for us to understand. Right? So the way we are thinking, it's not that way. So now they are taking it as a faul akiba or falit taqib. So meaning that he provided the wife with the meat, she cooked it, right? And as soon as she cooked it, right away he took it to the people, to the guest.
So we said like in the definition, the akiba is no time gap. Time delay, the two actions happen back to back.
Yeah. So it shows that the second action happened immediately after the first one without delay. So as soon as she cooked it, right? So right away, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam took that cooked meat and served to the guest. Right after that.
Oh, here is without.
हेलो, सॉरी उसका डिस्टर्ब करने के लिए। हाँ नहीं, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हम लोग ताकीद के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं ना, यहाँ फजा भी इसी समय, क्योंकि इब्राहिम अलैहिस्सलाम के पास ये आदत थी कि उनके घर पे मेहमान आते थे, तो शायद वो पका पका होगा, तो गए फौरन लेकर आ गए। मैंने थोड़ी गैप के बाद आई डोंट नो, मेरा सोच है सीधा।
No, if you listen to the tafsir or the thing, they says that he right away ran for the, he got the best like goat, right? And then he slaughtered and gave it to the wife, and she cooked, and then he brought it to the table.
I was thinking other way, that he left his guest because that was his habit. He always feed the guest, when it's come. But the reason he came back is not like he came back because he brought the food or meat. He came back because he left his guest. It's not like if he couldn't bring the food.
But it's not talking about. Basically, if you see the next ayah is saying that since he served it, but they were not, because they were angels, right? So he served them, but they were not eating. Right? They were not eating, so that means that and then he got worried. Why he got worried? Because there was the custom that if you serve someone your food and they are not eating, that means you are in trouble, meaning they have a different purpose. Maybe they are your enemy and they are here to kill you.
Okay.
So that was the custom, and that's why the next ayah is saying that when they were not eating, he got scared.
Okay. I was looking at the definition. The action follows up due to the action before it. That's what I was thinking.
No, it's saying because she cooked it, right? And then when the food was cooked, right away he took it and served to the guest. Yeah. So these are the two incidents together. So that was Akiba. And then comes Faistinafia. So Faistinafia, we know that basically a new sentence is starting. It doesn't have any grammatical relation with the previous one. So that is the example we saw last class. And more examples were over here. We say kun fayakun. So this fa, they are also saying that this is fa istinafia. And even they are saying that, I don't know if we have any example in the Quran Pak, but in other Arabic texts like Hadith, we can find these examples. So whenever you see two words together and they are joined with fa yoman or sanatan fa sanatan, right? So they are saying that this fa is basically fa istinafia. Then comes fa talilia, and talil means reason. The translation we are going to see that but or because would come to translate this, that kind of fa. And we see that there is command given that you should not be eating dead meat or the blood that is flowing or the flesh of a pig, right? And then it says fa innahu rijsun aw fiskan, right? So the reasoning is given over here that why we should not consuming that meat, because this is rijs, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. So that is the example of taliliya. And then in the second example, ayabtaghuna indahumul izza fa innal izzata lillahi jami'a. So that kind of basically translation gonna help us out, right? So there is no change or nothing grammatically. So how we are going to figure it out? We are going to read the sentence, and when we see, okay, that is that fa, the sentence that is with the fa, is basically giving a reasoning what happened before, right? So, or any for example, over here, we see that, okay, why we are forbidden from all that stuff, right? So we are getting a reason over here, fine Nahw. So ayabtaguna indahumul izza. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying you are looking for izza from these people. Ayabtaguna. So so they are yabtaguna is there, right? Whom? So they are finding and izza with them from each other. Human beings are thinking that the other human beings can give you any izza, any honor, right? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, فَإِنَّ الْعِزَّةَ لِلَّهِ جَمِيعًا.
So I think here this innahu innal izzata lillahi jamian. This statement is telling why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was asking that previous question. Like, do they seek them? Right?
And this question is not even a yes or no question, right? So this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is like doing a tawbih over here.
Yeah.
Right? So
why they are doing this? This thing is it me, right? Like that.
Exactly, yeah. And then over here in the example, we know وَلَا تَقُولُوا لِمَنْ أَلْقَى إِلَيْكُمُ السَّلَامَ لَسْتَ مُؤْمِنًا تَبْتَغُونَ عَرَضَ حَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. We know that some incident happened, right? And some companion killed the man. And when he was about to kill, he said salam to him, right? Which was the indication. He is saying that I'm Muslim, right? But he ignored because he was thinking he is just doing it because now I'm going to kill him, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, find Allahi maghanimu kathira. And another reason is given that this companion was also looking for some ghanima that I can kill and we can have this ghanima, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, فَإِنَّ اللَّهِ مَغَانِمُ كَثِيرًا. I have all these bounties for you guys. So again, this is giving a reasoning here. More example of Taliliya over here. فَتَلَقَّى آدَمُ. This is obvious example. فَتَلَقَّى آدَمُ مِنْ رَبِّهِ كَلِمَاتٍ فَتَابَ عَلَيْهِ. So now, when Hazrat Adam alayhi salam received the kalimat, right? We know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did wahi or put in his heart, or angel came, whatever way of revelation came to him, taught him words, right? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can forgive him. And when he said that, right? So now he said that is missing again here, right? So fatalaka adamu min rabbihi kalimatin faqalaha. It's not said faqalaha over here, right? He said these words, right? And then fataba alayhi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turned to him.
So here maybe this is the giving the reasoning of why Allah.
We can take it as a fasiha as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Because it cannot be the reason that why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept his repentance because he received the word from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
No, he said these words, right? So basically it is saying over here, if we want to take it as a fasiha over here, there is possibility, right? Because it is saying that he received the words from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said them, right? And when he said them, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgave him.
Okay. Because when I was studying after wasbi li hukmi rabbika, I was able to, match with the definition. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to do the sabr, because and wait, sabr and wait for his order, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching them, so they don't need to be rush or hurry. Wait for this. But up from here, Fawakazu, I couldn't match anyway, like the reasoning, the previous statement.
No, we both are look like Fasiha.
Yeah.
No, in Fawakazahu Musa faqada alayhi, right? So in the book I was reading, it says even in the translation, as a result, right? So Musa alayhi salam, he hit someone, right? Fawakazahu, sorry, Musa, and faqada alayhi. So as a result, death happened of that person.
इस तरह लेंगे तो है कि उन्होंने मारा इसलिए उनकी मौत वाक़या, उसकी मौत वाक़या हो गई। कदा अलैहि हमें मौत वाक़या हो गई जैसा लेना चाहिए।
Yeah, exactly. So again, there are different ways to take it, right?
Yeah.
So basically, so now then last class we saw them the book I took these notes from. They are saying that this is Fatalilia, but then we checked the books, right? Many Arab books, they are just simply saying that this is Ataf, right? You guys remember, right?
लेकिन मैक्सिमम जब भी हम लोग ये फा के लिए कुछ भी रेफर करते हैं ना, तो मैक्सिमम इस्तिनाफिया या आतफी होता है, वे दूसरे वाले फा का जिक्र है किताबों में।
तुम्हारी आवाज रेशमा कट रही है। I couldn't get it, what you're saying.
एक मिनट।
हेलो
उस्तादा।
हाँ जी,
हाँ, मैक्सिमम जो भी एराब बुक मैंने चेक किया है ना उस्तादा, उसमें या तो फा को इस्तिनाफिया लेबल करते हैं या फिर अतफ। रेयर है कि बाकी के सारे नाम इस्तेमाल करते हैं।
Yes, मैंने भी यही
correct.
Yeah, that's true.
Or ataf. I think they don't want to confuse people.
Yeah, exactly, because in the translation, if they put all that stuff, right, so many people are not familiar with the grammar points. So basically, since we are learning grammar, that's why we know that all these different fas can be translated differently. But to keep the thing simple and easy, I think that's why they are doing it. I don't know. So anyway, so over here, فَتَلَقَى آدَمُ مِنْ رَبِّهِ كَلِمَاتٍ فَتَابَ عَلَيْهِ. So when he said all these words, right, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgave him, إِنَّهُ هُوَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ. Now this sentence, إِنَّهُ هُوَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ, is Jumla Taliliya. He forgave him, right? He forgave his mistake, right? Why? Because he is Tawwab and Ar-Rahim. So the whole Jumla is Jumla Taliliya over here. And this fa could be taken as a, they are saying, Arab books are saying ataf, and some are saying that the faqalaha is basically mahzoof over here. If it is mahzoof over here, then that could be the example of fa fasiha. Okay, then we have fa fasiha. So again, fa fasiha, we can spot it when we see that, okay, some like some statement, right, is basically implied over there. So, وَإِذِ اسْتَسْقَى مُوسَىٰ لِقَوْمِهِ فَقُلْنَا اضْرِبْ بِعَصَاكَ الْحَجَرَ. I think, Reshma, you need to mute yourself. Is it Reshma?
Sorry, sorry, sorry.
So, فَقُلْنَا اضْرِبْ بِعَصَاكَ الْحَجَرَ. Right? So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give the command to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam that you hit. So this is a command, fi'l amr, bi'asaka, your asa, on this hajar, right? And then it didn't say that Musa hit the hajar with the asa, right? It didn't say that falamma daraba Musa hajara bil asa. It's not saying it, but that is understood, right?
Yeah.
So he did it, and when he did it, then fanfajarat min husnata ashrata aina. Then it happened, right? So that is the example of fa fasiha.
So the whole thing is mazoof, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So after the command, he did the command, right? So his done part is basically mahzoof. What he did is mahzoof. Another example we can remember is Ya ayyuhallazina amanu ijtanibu kaseeran minaz zanni inna ba'da zanni ismun wa la tajassasu wa la yaghtab ba'dukum ba'dan, right? And then ayuhibbu ahadukum an yaqula lahma akhihi maytan. Are you guys going to like that you eat the laham of your brother, and your brother not even live, maitan, the dead one, right? And then it says fakarihtumuhu. So what is missing over here? Idha akaltumuhu, right? When you will eat it, fakarihtumuhu, or if you eat it, fakarihtumuhu, right? So if you do that, if you eat that meat, fakarihtumuhu, so idha akaltumuhu is mahzoof over here. It is missing. And this fa is telling that what is missing. So fa is basically fulfilling the purpose over here. So that's why it's called fa fasiha, that only one letter fa, right, is describing what is mahzoof, what is hidden, what is understood. So it is understood, obviously, right? That if you, when you will eat it, or if you will eat it, then you are going to hate it.
Yeah, this one, fasiha is better than others.
Yeah.
Less confusion.
So that is fa fasiha. And then another example, Wakam min qaryatin ahlaknaha. So kam min many, min qaryatin from the qarya, from the cities, ahlaknaha, we destroy them. This ha is referring to qarya, right? Faja'aha ba'suna bayatan aw hum qailun. So now over here it saying that how many cities have we destroyed, and our punishment came to them at night or while they were sleeping at noon. So again, faja'aha. Now, what is missing over here? Iza aradna ihlakaha. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, then when we intend to destroy it, destroy any qarya, right? Faja'aha ba'suna bayatan. So
Yeah,
our
this,
reflection can come anytime.
yeah, and this one also, I was keep thinking, Ataf, I don't know, was missing to me like Ataf. Is just Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying how many cities we have destroyed and our punishment came to them at night. I was reading like that.
So now look over here. It's also saying over here, Faja Basuna Bayatan. They are saying this is Fa Litatrib or Taqib.
मुझे ताकीद का लगा था उसका
Sister,
क्योंकि ना
when we say like this, it is ataf, tatib, taqib. So it means it is ataf and plus. So which category will fit in? There are three words: atif, litaltib, wa taqib.
So in tartib we say time doesn't matter.
Okay.
But in taqib we say time matters. Right? So that means if they are saying it that it could be tartib. Right? So time is not like it's not immediately happening, but it's an order. And it could be taqib.
So that means, if we understand the way Rishma said, so that means all kinds of will take it as the ataf first.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of places it like this. Ataf, ataf, ataf.
Yeah.
Ataf means conjunction, like it is connecting.
Yeah, no, but atifa litartib it doesn't mean that they are saying this is only for atifa. Atifa litartib means they are joining with tartib. So you can
right.
This is fa tartib we can call, right?
Right.
Okay.
Joined by
So
tartib
atifa
या
does
फिर
not take
अंजाम के तबाय से
And
no, this is
connected by
Salma, this is atifa. This is fa'ilun pattern. That's what. This is not the talking about ataf.
okay, that's
This is
fine.
a
But
connecting.
tatib and taqib.
connected
together.
by chronologically
Yeah.
या फिर
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
action
connecting.
wise
Connector.
Yeah.
in a sequence and with the
Yeah. So
other
both
one.
meanings can be taken over here. Basically, they are saying.
Making
Yes.
it more difficult.
I was even more worse. I thought like, oh, this is like a regular ataf. Unless Vandala is saying how
No.
No, it is the okay, faja'a.
So again,
Taqib.
yeah, there are many different ways to see them.
Yeah.
Okay, then another example, وَالَّذِي أَخْرَجَ الْمَرْعَى فَجَعَلَهُ غُثَاءً أَحْوَى. Right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates pasture, right? It is lush green. And then after a while, what happened? After a certain time, it becomes like it what should I say?
Chara.
Not chara.
It will stray.
No, not stray. No, that is like, when we have spinach, right? So what happened to
बिखर कर
spinach after
भूसा
a
हो
while?
जाता है हाँ बिखर कर भूसा हो जाता है फजअलहु गुसाअन अहवा.
No, this is not bhusa. Bhusa is like something dry. Husaan is like, I'm talking about spinach over here. If you look at the spinach,
dries up.
right, what happened?
Wilt.
Yeah, it's wilted, right? And it's like watery and
Yeah.
it's like a very dark green, right? So that happens to the pasture. So, but what is missing over here? That it is happening after a time, not right away. It's not like that something like when the pasture is growing, right? In the beginning, when it is young, it is lush green. And then after a while, it happens that it is like I'm
तरतीब
missing
कहाँ
the word
उस्ताद
over
है?
here, no?
Yeah.
It is not fasiya here, right?
So it could be tartib, no? So it's a sequence. It has to follow a sequence then, right?
Sequence, chronology.
Yeah, it is a follow. It is following one after
So
the other.
after this happens, this is going to happen if it is left like that.
So we are seeing the example of fasiha, right?
Yes.
But
So
not saying it is fasiya,
they
right?
are saying that this part is missing over here. This is understood that after a while it's gonna happen that it has become ghusan, right?
यानी ये मुद्दत ये वाला यहाँ पर मिसिंग है.
Yeah. So that part is missing because
इस तरह
it's not
करेंगे तो हम
happening
लोग
right away.
इस तरह सोचेंगे तो फिर हम लोगों को एनालाइज करने का बहुत दिक्कत हो जाएगा उस्ताद.
This is very difficult.
Yeah. Yesterday I was thinking, like, I was begging Ustada, can you teach us different kind of?
Yeah, see,
अब तक हम लोग
that was
हज़फ है ना. हाँ, हज़फ एक ये था, एक क्या बोलते हैं, बूम. अब ये ना ये फिर हो
Reshma,
जाएगी.
believe me, yesterday I was studying and laughing to myself, like I was keep begging Ustada, please can you teach us?
सही उस्तादा. कुरान जब मैंने खोला तो फा बहुत सारे हैं, लेकिन क्या है कि ये इसमें हम लोग को आकिबा भी दिख रहा है, फिर रीजनिंग दिख रही है कभी कभार, फिर फतिहा भी लग रहा है. ये तीनों में बहुत कंफ्यूजन है उस्ताद.
Yeah, because we are not expert of even translation. We are not expert in tafsir yet.
Yes.
Right? We do not even know the stories behind.
Yes.
Right?
Right?
We need to go to Tadabbur level for this.
Exactly. So let's finish this
Yeah,
and
inshallah.
then we're gonna go back to our regular class.
Yeah, today we should finish this topic.
Inshallah.
Yeah, we need to come back when we are ready for that.
The bottom line it is very tough.
Yeah. The life was easy before, right?
Yeah. Instead I was like, why I was keep begging stuff.
Okay. So now the next one is, this is the new one for today, Fa Zaida. And Fa Zaida, they are saying that this is just for the beauty. That is a decorative Fa. Right? So, Kul innal maut allazi tafirruna minhu fa innahu mulaqikum. So this kind of Fa is going to attach with the khabar if we have Jumla Ismiya. So, Kul innal maut allazi tafirruna minhu, right? So we have Jumla Ismiya over here, right? And then its khabar is also another Jumla Ismiya, right? And this Fa is attached to it, and they are saying that this Fa is Fa Zaida. And that has come just for the beauty of it.
Yeah, because it is just extra.
Sorry?
एक बार repeat करें.
So this Fa is called Fa Zaida, and nothing is Zaida in Quran Pak. We know that, right? So whenever any letter is coming extra, that is basically enhancing the beauty of the sentence, right? Or giving some extra meaning to it. So same like extra any other letters, this Fa is also used for the beautification, right? And this Fa, if we are looking at Jumla Ismiya, this Fa can attach to the khabar of this Jumla Ismiya. So now, Kul innal maut allazi tafirruna minhu. So this is Jumla Ismiya, right? Innal mauta. So inna
Harfun nasab
al mauta is the ismu inna, right? What is this allazi tafirruna minhu?
Khabar of.
So
Yeah.
Khabar of inna.
Yeah, this is covered. Then
Innal mauta, indeed maut, which, right?
Yeah.
This is sifa.
So this is sifa, right? So allazi is the sifa.
Sifa.
So that means the whole thing is basically ismu
Sifa
inna,
only. Mata.
yeah, sifa, yeah.
right? So this is the ismu inna.
The whole thing is ismu.
Ismu inna. And now we have harfu nasab and ism. Where is the khabar? Fa innahu mulaqikum is the khabar.
Okay.
Right? And this fa has attached to this khabar of inna.
I think they are also saying that if we remove the fa, the meaning will not change.
Yeah, obviously. I can say innahu mulaqikum. Definitely you are going to meet it. Right? So it is not going to change.
लेकिन फा की वजह से ना सेंटेंस में सच में से खूबसूरत है
Beauty, yes.
और
Yes,
समझने में भी
it increases, yeah. So they are saying kul is fil amr, failuhu mustatir, right? Innal mauta inna wa isam, allazi is the sifa, and tafiruna is fil mudariya, failuhu, right? Wa failuhu minhu is mutallik, fa innahu al fa zaida, wa inna wa ismuha. Right? And al-mulaqikum is the khabar.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful.
Yeah.
और एक पॉइंट दूसरा ये हम लोग ये भी समझ सकते हैं ना कि इन्नहु हमारा इस्तनाफिया है, लेकिन इस्तनाफिया और जायदा में फर्क ये होता है कि इस्तनाफिया शुरू में आता है या फिर ग्रामेटिकली कनेक्टेड में होता है, लेकिन जायदा ये वो वाला फा होता है जो जुमले इस्मिया में आता है जो के खबर को लगा हुआ होता है।
Exactly. Yeah. Because our
समझ में तो आ रहा है उस तरह
over here yet.
लेकिन application ही
But istinafia can come in between also when there's a new thing started. Like
yeah, but there
do
is
you
no
think
grammatical
it's a
connection.
new sentence? It's not a new sentence. We are saying this is the khabar.
No, not this one. But what I'm saying that istinafia doesn't have to be in the beginning all the time. It can be in the middle if there's something new started, right?
Yeah. So, but like the first topic is finished, right? So we should be able to see that, okay, this topic is done, right?
Exactly.
And then a new sentence is starting over here.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
this
that
looks like tartil too to me.
Tartib?
Tartil.
How tartil or tartib?
Tartib, probably she's saying.
Lam.
No, we don't have tartil, Appa, we have tartib.
यहाँ पर सीक्वेंस नहीं है, मौत के बारे में बात किया जा रहा है.
We do not need one more fa tartil. We have enough fas.
Like to me, min nutfatin, min alaqatin, wo bhi
No. So see over here that it's not saying that there is, it's saying that you guys are running away from the death. Right? And you are going to see it. There is no doubt that you can escape. You are going to see it. So it's not talking about order or anything over here. Right? So the maut, the death that you are running away, no doubt about it that you are going to see it.
So probably in that sequence,
So
that sense, she's saying that this is definitely going to happen. This is the way it's going to happen, and then you're going to meet your Lord. That's what she's saying. Maybe that's why she's implying that it's tartib.
No,
so is it
the events, right?
So is it kind of can be like giving the tawqit on the khabar? Like that?
It says it is giving a tawqid.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
So inna is tawqid and then fa is another tawqid.
Another, that's what I'm thinking. Like it's trying to give like telling it emphatically, like if you even running away from it, definitely you're gonna.
Yeah, exactly. There is no escape.
Yeah, no escaping. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 2 minutes. I'm not gonna go over time today because I have some stuff to do. So let's finish now. We have fa failure. Simple and easy. Basically, it is not any extra fa or anything. It's not any conjunction or anything, right? It's not atifa. Rather, this fa is basically a fail. And this fail, like a fail amar, when we are going to wafa yafi, right? What would be gonna the amar of it?
Fi.
With a fi, right? Same like we have waka, right? And then we have fi.
Yeah, fi.
Right? So one letter which is giving you a meaning of a command, right? So fi bil ahdi. So fulfill the promise, right? So this fa is they say that we can call it fa failure.
So the previous slide, there was one word I want to understand the meaning, your handwriting. Can you just 1 second quickly? Here. What is this one?
Tazyin wa tawqid.
Tazyin wa tawqid.
What is the meaning of tazyin?
Tazyin or in, even it could be hamza. Tazyin or tazyin. And basically, it's saying beautification.
Oh, zayyina. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Zayyina, I got it.
Beautification.
Zina.
Yeah. From the Bible, like zina is a noun. Zayyina, you zayyinu, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got it.
Tazyinun or tazyinun.
Yeah, tafilun,
yeah. Mashallah, patrons are helping you, huh? The surf is helping.
Yeah. Even though I don't know the meaning.
Okay, so now comes fa sababiya. Right? We talk about fa sababiya. We know that basically it is the one who is going to, so far, whatever fa we have learned, they are not doing anything grammatically, right? They are not making any changes. Only fa sababiya is the one who brings some changes, right? So it is the one of the huruf nasiba, right? That makes fi'l mudariya mansoob. And this fa is actually not doing it. We know there is an mudmara, right? Which is doing it. And it says that ma qablaha sabab fi hadusi ma badaha. Whatever preceded it, what was before it, is the cause of whatever happened after it. So the first sentence will be the reason, right? What is happening in the second sentence?
So this cannot be treated as like we do for ataf, like what happens there, it happens here also.
No, but we will see that our fail mudariya is mansoob. So this is how we can differentiate. Right?
In the akiba also, we said the action follows up is the because of the action before it.
Yeah, but if you see fail mudariya mansoob, then fa sababiya, otherwise it could be akiba or something else, right? Yeah.
So for with our harfun nasiba, we can add fa too, right? With the harfun nasiba, like in those like anlan li
in short इस तरह हम लोग इस तरह भी बोल सकते हैं in short जब fa sababi आता है तो कंडीशन टाइप होता है. If you do this one, then the result will be like this. उस टाइम को जो फा आता है वो नसबिया होता है और वो सबबिया. क्योंकि आगे जाकर वो वाला भी है ना फा राबिता, तो उससे कंफ्यूज ना होना. यहाँ पर सिंपली ये है कि नासिबा वाला फा है.
So wala takraba hazihi shajarata. So you are going to find either command or nahi. That is also one marker of this fa sababiya. So it is like very easy to spot. You are going to find either jumla nafiya, right? Or you're gonna see amar or nahi.
This is lam nafiyatul lil jins, right? This lam.
La nafiyatul lil jins before fail.
No. My bad. Oh, there should be a
Yeah.
noun,
So
right?
This is la nahi, right?
Yeah, this is la nahiya.
Bani ka ha hazaf ha.
So this is la nahiya.
Takrabani.
Yeah.
So wala takrabani hazihi shajarata fatakuna. Now what happened over here? Fatakuna.
Same thing. It's following.
This is Mudari
Grammatical
zalimin.
Yeah.
Right. So it is mansub bihazfi nun. Right. So that far should not be a problem. It's very easy to spot.
Now it's clear. Yeah. Okay.
So the way it is one of the harful nasiba. So can we like we said an lan li kai hatta, right? So fa is also one kind of harful nasiba, right?
No.
Not fa.
No,
We are
not
saying
fa.
after
Fal.
fa there is an mudmara. So basically an is doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So this fa is not doing anything. There is an mudmara over here. Remember the story we did that?
Yeah. An mudmara.
So sister, it means this harf nasiba is mazuf.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? We don't know which one it is, but it is unmudmara.
Yeah. Okay.
That will be easy.
Yeah, inshallah, that is very easy. And we are going to, inshallah, repeat, even though we already did that, but inshallah, that is going to be a good revision for us for class, inshallah. Right? So we are going to talk for Sababiya next class, inshallah.
So, Usra, after you finish the recording, can you quickly show me a little bit of the checking the Quran?
Okay, so we are going to end over here. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quranil Hakim wa nafani wa iyyakum bi ayati wa zikril hakim. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.